Bednar kicks, steals, pitch. Ground ball hit left side. Diving play by Caballero. Gets up, throws. He got him! Victory for the New York Yankees. 9-6 final, and they stay alive in this division series. This series now stands at 2 games for Toronto, 1 for New York. We're back here tomorrow night.
From MLB.com, this is the Morning Lineup Podcast. I'm your host, Matt Monaghan. Today is Wednesday, October 8th, and I'm pretty sure I felt Yankee Stadium shaking from my apartment in Brooklyn last night. An incredible Aaron Judge signature moment has brought the Yankees back from the brink. The Big Dumper and the Mariners are 1 win away from the ALCS, and we'll preview all the ALDS and NLDS action happening today. Let's get to it. The Yankees came into Game 3 of the ALDS against the Blue Jays down 2-0, on the verge of getting swept at Yankee Stadium. The Yankees hadn't been swept in a best-of-5 series since 1980, and things did not start off well.
On this 2-0, he swings and it's a fly ball to deep center field. Grisham's going back. He's done it again. Vlad Guerrero Jr. has the Blue Jays in front in the first inning.
Vlad Jr.'s 3rd home run of the DS to make it 2-0 Blue Jays. By the end of the top of the 3rd, it was 6-1 Blue Jays. RBI singles by Ernie Clement, Dalton Varsho, and Anthony Santander. Vlad Jr. also scored a run on an incredible Superman slide. Watch it. Just don't try it at home. It's dangerous. It's beautiful. But the Yankees would not go away. They made it 6-3 by the end of the 3rd on an RBI double by Aaron Judge and a sac fly by Giancarlo Stanton. And in the 4th, after a costly drop ball and a walk, that guy Aaron Judge came up with 2 runners on. Judge got beat by a 100-mile-an-hour fastball by Louis Varland to go down 0-2 in the count. And then Varland tried to go up and in on Judge. Judge was not late on this one.
On a 2-strike pitch. Hits a drive down the line. If it's fair, it's his moment. It is. It's tied. Judge has arrived.
Hey now! Hey now! Hey now! 3-run homer, Aaron Judge. This game is tied at 6-6.
This place has waited for this whole time. This year, last year, year before.
We said that this moment was bigger than the one a couple of days ago. Hey, cashes it in right here.
6-6. The foul pole may still be shaking from that 103-mile-an-hour dinger. 3 hits and 4 RBIs for the reigning MVP. Judge's 6 home runs in elimination games ties David Ortiz for the most all time, and he leads all hitters with 11 hits this postseason. And then, in the 5th, play that jazz.
Down to 1-1, and a pitch to Jazz.
There's a drive to deep right field. New York leads for the first time in the series. Jazz Chisholm goes deep.
7-6, Yankees bottom 5. Hey now!
Second deck for Jazz Chisholm. First homer this postseason. He's been waiting for this moment. That was a shot. 409 feet, 109 miles an hour. Wow.
7-6 Yankees. New York would go on to win 9-6, tied for the 2nd largest comeback in Yankees playoff history. Post-game, Judge talked about his team's resilience.
We've been facing elimination all season long, even especially at the end of September where, we're fighting for a division. We got to win every game. It felt like an elimination game every single night, and then especially going into the wild card, lose the first one where now you got your backs against the wall. It's just there's no panic in this team. Especially in the first inning. 2-run homer by Vlad doing his thing again. The boys stayed locked in.
And now they live to fight another day. Today, in fact, Cam Schlittler, who's absolutely electric against the Red Sox, will get the start and try to keep the Yanks alive at 7:08 Eastern on FS1. Likely a bullpen game for the Blue Jays. The Jays manager joked about not wishing Judge a very restful night and talked about how his team must respond in Game 4.
He's someone you're always aware of. We're always aware of where he is, and I think they've done a good job of putting good players in front and behind him in the lineup too. So, hopefully, he gets a bad night's sleep and had some bad food tonight or something like that. But it's, you know, you give him credit, man. That was a ridiculous swing. We had a spot in the ALCS in our hands when the series started. You know what I mean? I know it's 6-1 in the third inning, but we still have a spot like that tomorrow. You know what I mean? So I got all the confidence in the world in these guys showing up tomorrow, ready to go.
After taking one game at home in Seattle, the Mariners headed to Detroit tied 1-1 with the Tigers in the ALDS. There was a lengthy rain delay before the game. Tigers fans had time to imbibe some more libations and get amped up. And Jack Flaherty, who looked superb in the Tigers AL wildcard game, looked raring to go. But so, apparently, was Seattle. The M's got a quick 2-0 lead on a J.P. Crawford single and error and a Randy Arozarena single in the third. And then, in the fourth, Eugenio Suarez.
He swings and sends one out towards deep left field. This one's way back there, and Eugenio Suarez returns to Detroit with a bang. It's 3-0 Seattle.
That was plenty for Logan Gilbert. The long-haired righty gave up just a run over 6 innings, walking none and striking out 7. A huge start for the 28-year-old. But the Mariners, they just wanted to keep scoring. Cal Raleigh had an RBI single. J.P. Crawford homered. And when it was 6-1 in the ninth, and you thought the Mariners couldn't dump on some more, they could, because Big Dumper.
He sends one the other way. Well struck ball deep left field and gone. Raleigh's first of the playoffs, and it's 8-1 Seattle. They are feeling it.
And he hit it to a fan wearing a Dump Here shirt. How can you not be a romantic about baseball?
He literally has a shirt that says dump here.
Oh my word.
And he got the home run on a bounce.
For 61.
For number 61.
No way.
Could not have been scripted better.
That's AI.
That is digitally placed by our crew somehow.
A convincing 8-4 win. The Mariners are now up 2-1, hoping to get to their first ALCS in 24 seasons. And they'll play Game 4 this afternoon at 3:08 Eastern on FS1. Casey Mize will get the start for Detroit, trying to spoil the M's magical year, while Bryce Miller will start a bullpen game for Seattle. Mize gave up 1 run in 3 innings in the start in the wildcard series, while Miller has yet to pitch this October. The Dumper talked to John Morosi about continuing to dump in Game 4.
Yeah, I think it's just, we take tonight, we enjoy it, but we come back tomorrow hungry, job's not finished kind of mentality, and, trying to replicate what we did tonight, 1 through 9. We know we still got a tough road ahead, and we still got tough pitchers to face, so we got to bring the energy and the attitude tomorrow for sure.
While Tigers manager A.J. Hinch sounds ready for the challenge.
We knew it wasn't going to be easy. We knew it's not going to be hand-gifted to us. We're going to have to earn it and play better in all aspects tomorrow against a really good team. And we can, because we have a good team too, and I'm looking forward to game time.
Coming up, there are not just 2 games today, there are 4. A preview of the 2 NL Game 3s, where we could have 2 sweeps after the break. The first NLDS Game 3 is between the Brewers and Cubs at Wrigley Field at 5:08 Eastern on TBS and HBO Max. Quinn Priester, who's 13-3 this year with a 3.32 ERA, will get the start against Jameson Taillon, who put up 11 Ws and a 3.68 mark. The Brewers are up 2-0 in the best-of-5 series, a big advantage for them. In the history of best-of-5 series, teams that go up 2-0 have won that series 80 of 90 times. Taillon might be the right guy to take them out for Chicago. He pitched 4 scoreless innings against the Padres in the winner-take-all wildcard Game 3. He just has to stop this hot Brewers offense, who have scored 16 runs in 2 games. Mostly, they need to tame Jackson Chourio, who had a huge 3-run homer in Game 2, and now has a .556 average with 3 homers and 9 RBIs in 5 career postseason games. Craig Counsell talked about how the Cubs need to get on Brewers pitchers early and often in Game 3.
We've got to find a way to just create more pressure, and that's base runners, hits, walks. We've got to have more pressure and make innings and kind of pitching decisions much tougher on the other side.
The later NLDS game is those Dodgers, trying to sweep the Phillies at 9:08 Eastern, also on TBS and HBO Max. After winning 2 games at Citizens Bank Park, the Dodgers come home to LA with a 2-0 series lead. And they put another ace. They have like 8 on the mound in Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Yamamoto was brilliant in his wildcard start, striking out 9 over 6 2/3. The Phillies will go with old reliable Aaron Nola, who, although he's been better of late, put up an ERA over 6 in 2025. Ranger Suarez will be available if Nola runs into trouble. But if the Phils want to pull off a comeback, they need Kyle Schwarber, Bryce Harper, and Trey Turner to have big games. Those three are 2 for 21 so far this series. Rob Thompson believes in his group.
This is a resilient group. Our backs are against the wall. You just got to come out fighting.
That's all for today's morning lineup. Mandy Bell will be back with you tomorrow. Reminder, 4 games today. Mariners Tigers at 3:08 Eastern, Brewers Cubs at 5:08 Eastern, Blue Jays Yankees at 7:08 Eastern, and Phillies Dodgers at 9:08 Eastern. And as always, please don't forget to leave us a rating and a review, share this podcast with the baseball lovers in your life, and enjoy all of the playoff games today.